I just like how when the frogs
I
die, they're
just
just
love
like,
their
well,
face. It's just like, well,
well, shit.
those frogs are millennials. Definitely. Guess I'll die here.
Well, hello, puppers, and welcome to a new playthrough. This is Super Mario Land 2, The 6 Golden Coins. This was a Game Boy game, not released by Miyamoto, made by Nintendo's B team. And it's a quirky one because this was the debut of Wario.
Oh.
Yeah, so basically the story is Mario apparently owns a castle.
Okay.
I guess from all of his other adventures.
I mean,
he owns a castle. And Wario kicks him out of the castle and it basically hypnotizes the entire land to be like, destroy Mario, obey Wario. And yeah, Wario's the villain of this one.
okay.
And there was like this weird commercial when this game was released of like Wario having like the hypnotizing eyes being like, obey Wario. Don't let Mario get the 6 golden coins. Serve me. Mario is your enemy. Destroy Mario. And that was before Charles Martinet did the voice of Wario.
Okay.
So Charles Martinet has kind of like a
Right.
have a rotten day. His original voice was more Weasley. I am Wario. So yeah, the more you know about that. I am playing this on the Nintendo Switch, but I do have
The Switch.
I do have the original cartridge. But I just figured this is easier to play and record, and besides we get a little bit of color. Because this was a Game Boy game, so it was all black and white. Don't matter if it's black or white.
How did they make it color?
So it's just like a filter on the Switch feature.
Oh.
Or are you talking about like the Game Boy color? Because
No.
I'm not too sure how they did that.
I was just thinking like
I think it was
here,
just like the graphics chip.
because it was black and white, but they made it like they added blue and red.
Yep. So what's interesting is you see like the little feather he has for Fire Mario?
Mm-hmm.
Because in the original Mario he changed colors.
Yeah.
So because it was a black and white game, they added the little feather to show that the difference between
Yeah.
regular Mario and Fire Mario. So there was also a device called the Super Game Boy, which I have, which allowed you to create color palettes for old Game Boy games.
Okay.
So it was the way to like play Game Boy games on like the big screen TV. You could play it on your Super Nintendo. So people could play like Metroid 2, Link's Awakening, Kirby's Dream Land, and like make custom little color palettes. But it only strictly plays Game Boy game, not Game Boy Color games.
Okay.
And certainly not Game Boy Advance games. That came later with the Game Boy Player, which was an attachment to the GameCube, which could play Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance on the big screen. Alrighty, so now that we have the basics, we're going to the first world, and that is Tree Zone.
Ooh.
Let's go. Alright, so yeah, you're going to see a couple familiar enemies, but mostly all the enemies here are going to be unique. Like these little mole creatures. And the frogs.
That frog just did not give a shit.
Frog's just like, yeah, Wario didn't really pay me enough for this shit.
Those like background things look like ocean bombs.
Oh, you talking about the
Like how they were in like
trees, I suppose, in
Yeah.
the background?
similar to like the Finding Nemo with the sharks when they're like, "Oh, don't touch the balloons."
Yeah. You don't want to see one of them pop. Those spiny enemies look like, come on, Betty White, Betty White, Betty White.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Nipsey Hussle? Got that from a meme. Poor Death.
Hey, he got her eventually.
He got her eventually, yep. What the hell are you? Some like weird crane flies up there. Or maybe dragonflies. I don't know, they have like skinny bodies.
They look like they could be dragonflies, but dragonflies are usually horizontal.
Yeah. That is very true. I just like how when the frogs die, they're just
love
like,
their
well...
face. It's just like, well...
well, shit.
Those frogs are millennials. Definitely. Guess I'll die here.
Well, guess I'll die here. Blah. Careful. Ring the bell for a bonus game.
Oh my gosh.
What's up? What you thinking?
So, like, boomers were like, we died for this country. And then the Gen Xers are like, oh my god, don't do that, you'll die. The millennials are like, well, guess I'll die. And then the new generation is just like, yeah, I'm dead. Like, like they're just offing themselves. Like,
joke's on you, I'm already dead. And you laugh, and they'll laugh, and I'll die a little inside.
Yeah.
Hey, look, a cowfish.
Why take the flower?
Because I already got a flower. You can't stack flowers.
Oh.
Hearts are one-ups. No one-up mushrooms here. Everything has to be different. Oh dear. I'm bouncing through the tree sap. That's what's happening, in case you were wondering.
I thought you were underwater.
Nope. We're going through the trees.
I mean, there are fish.
Mm-hmm.
So I assumed it was water.
If it's water, it's very goopy water. It's slime. Slime beneath me. Slime up above. You love my... toxic love. Yes. Oh dear. Just keep jamming on that jump button. Whee! So I believe it's either 50 or 100. But you see like that Goomba face with like the counter there?
Yeah.
How many enemies you kill nets you an extra life.
Oh.
These little guys, if you jump on them, they turn into bombs and they detonate.
Oh.
So you gotta get out of the way very quickly. Oh, oh, oh! Oh, nutters. Careful. Boing. And yep. I'll take you. Hooray! No! Not today!
Mario.
What do we say to the god of death? Not today! Woohoo!
You've been canceling my plans for weeks now. If you don't want to hang out, just tell me.
Help.
I really enjoy those memes. Not today, Satan.
I enjoy them too. Oopsie.
Oh, you're missing all the coins.
Yeah, I see this. Hang on, I'll get them. I can ride the slime.
It's weird that you can, like, slide up the slime.
Oh, I can't get up there, though. Well, darn. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, screw it. Just take the... I'll just take the one up. Ah, rats!
Well...
Let's get out of here before I die.
Nope.
Nope, can't go down there. You can't go over it. You can't go under it. I know. We'll go through it. That's that Michael Rosen guy who's always just like, into the mouth.
Oh, I hate it.
Nice. I think it's funny, but you just don't like mouth noise.
I don't.
Had to reach for the cherry on top. Nice.
It's just gross.
Okay, so we can enter the beehive or we can go to the ant people. Let's enter the beehive for now.
Honeycomb.
Oh, look at the friendly little flower. Flower?
The worm.
Caterpillar. The hungry little caterpillar.
No, sir. I'm just a worm.
He's the bookworm. He's gonna teach you how to read. Uh-oh. Oh, dear.
There used to be a
They are impervious to fire. You can't kill them with fire.
There used to be a computer game. I think it was called Bookworm.
Yeah, Bookworm Deluxe. He had, like, the glasses and stuff like that.
And you had to, like, make different words.
Yep, you made words, and that was how you progressed.
It was on, like, PopCap games.
I remember Reading Blaster. I really enjoyed that, where you'd, like, learn sentences and stuff like that, and you'd finish the story through activities and stuff like that. There was another equivalent called Math Blaster, but I never had Math Blaster growing up. But I played Reading Blaster. I played Kids Pix, which was basically Photoshop / MS Paint for kids, where you just stamp and draw and stuff like that.
I'm pretty sure we had something similar.
A personal favorite of mine was Darby the Dragon, which was a point-and-click adventure game with a dragon prince who shrunk his sister by accident by using a wizard's wand. I also had this thing called the Pico growing up. It was like this little computer with like a touchpad and a pen, and you'd flip through these little books. I still have the books because like I don't know what to do with them. I don't even know if they're worth much. It was made by Sega. But you flip through the books and then you'd use the pen to like point at parts of the page and it would give you like little activities. I remember one was the Magic School Bus, the other one was Mickey Mouse, and I believe the third one...
I think they're in the game room.
...was, yeah. The third one was Richard Scarry. In Busy Town. And Richard Scarry was a little like anthropomorphic cat with a worm buddy who had a single shoe. That was his look. He was just like a worm with a single shoe.
I remember my grandma had like, I guess it would be considered like a digital coloring book.
Oh, cool.
And you could download different pictures. And then you would basically use paint to like color them in.
Yeah, the Pico, like, it had all those activities, and then on the very last page of each game was just a, hey, you can draw now. Use the pen and draw some pictures, and then you can save them and share them. Share them as in, like, hey, look what I drew! You couldn't, like, store them anywhere or anything like that. Oh, my.
Oh,
I broke...
What is happening there?
I broke the spiny worm.
That poor worm was like...
That worm was just like, this is a fate worse than death. Well, shit.
I do think it's interesting that, like, that's the color blue that they got.
The little teal.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's my favorite color. The kind of like turquoise. But there's a ROM, if you play this on emulator, where you can... Someone went in and, like, did everything different colors. Oh. So it's, like, full color. It's not...
Wow.
What this is a palette. Yeah. So it's, like, the brown, the orange, and that turquoise.
Yeah.
That's the color that's going to be used for everything.
Right.
And they'll mix and match it. Whereas when you actually apply color for, like, Game Boy Color and stuff like that, you get to use basically all the colors of the rainbow.
Right.
So this would be green, and then we go to the next level, and that would be its appropriate color. But all throughout this playthrough, you're going to see these three colors.
Right.
Because the original was simply black or white.
I just mean, like, I feel like it would be more difficult to get this color blue than, like, more of a cobalt or royal blue.
Yeah. Somehow they pulled it off. What's interesting is the coins are also blue. So it kind of, like, bleeds into the background a little, with the exception of the outline.
Squishy end.
It's just funny how
those
everything
leaves
dies.
kind of look like coffee beans.
They do. Because in standard Mario games, when you crush an enemy, they like either pop or they squish. In this one, they just kind of like, well, shit.
Yeah.
They just like, flip on their back and go, ah, shit. Ah, damn it all. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, okay.
Mario's like, I'll die for that extra life.
Listen. A lot of my deaths in Mario games is me just chasing after a mushroom into my demise. Being like, oh, gotta get it, ah! Because that was deliberate. That was deliberate design of the original Mario. Is the mushrooms just kind of like go out of the way and it's just like, whoop, ah! And in the Lost Levels, a poison mushroom comes towards you. So you want to avoid it. It's just like, oh no! It's a poison mushroom. You don't want that.
I just love that this is the color palette of the early 2000s, though. Like, I remember when it was
Yeah,
cool
it really is.
to have, like, mint green and brown.
Yep.
Like, I remember having
Those were the colors.
having a shirt, and it was my favorite shirt in, like, freshman year of high school. And it was that teal color, and it was plaid. And it had, like, the skinny stripes of brown and pink.
Mm-hmm.
And it had, like, a belt. There's a picture I have of it somewhere. And I just, like, remembered everyone being like, oh my god, that shirt is so cute. Like, thanks.
Growing up, I was like, my favorite color is green. And as I got older, I'm like, my favorite color is blue. And I got older still, and it was like, there's more than just the standard colors. And I was just like, my favorite color is turquoise. And I was like, that's better. Because you just be like, my favorite color is green. They're like, what green? Lime green, dark green, evergreen? Be specific.
I just really hate grass green.
Grass green, really?
Yeah. It's just, to me, it's distracting. It's too much.
Ah, okay. So I didn't mention this, but these power carrots give you bunny ears that allow you to flutter.
Yeah.
A majority of Mario games have a flying ability, and each one is slightly different. In Mario 3, you have what's called the Tanuki suit, where you're a raccoon Mario and you can flutter with your tail. Super Mario World has the super feather, which gives you a cape. Da, da, da,
So I was going to
da,
say,
da, da.
I've seen the raccoon and I've seen the cat.
The cat, yep. That one's less flying and more like you can climb walls.
Yeah.
I think there's another one where you're a flying squirrel. And you just kind of like glide down.
Yeah. I'm just imagining anyone with epilepsy could not play this.
Yeah, flash warning with the superstar here. At least the whole screen doesn't flash.
Yeah.
It's just Mario himself.
I'm not epileptic, but it hurts my eyes.
Come here, little carrot.
Yum. I like that it kind of looks like little Hermes wings.
Yeah. Everyone's been captured, my lord. I've been captured. Alright. Patient. This is a relatively short game. There's only 6 zones in total. And right through here is our first boss.
Dun, dun,
The
dun.
Groucho Marx bird.
The angry penguin.
Yep. Angry penguin. What are you doing in the treetops, angry penguin? He looks more like a buzzard. Or maybe even a toucan.
No, definitely not a toucan. His beak's not big enough.
Okay. Got him. All right, we got the tree coin.
Well, that's neat.
Yeah, that's the door to Wario's castle. So to break the seal, we have to find all 6 golden coins. So you're probably wondering, what is Super Mario Land 1? It's an even shorter game where Mario rescues Princess Daisy. I'll have to show you that later. It's not on the Nintendo Switch Online right now.
I wonder why they would choose Daisy instead of Peach.
I think they were just trying something different. They wanted like a different kingdom. So, Peach is the princess of the Mushroom Kingdom. And in the Mario Land games, Mario's in different kingdoms.
Okay.
Like, for one thing, he owns a castle in this one for some reason.
Hey, that plumbing gig just...
Oh, I got greedy and got clipped.
I was trying to find a picture of that shirt, because I know that I have one.
The turquoise one?
Yeah, I know it's printed, because my sister used it in a scrapbook. But I think I had it on MySpace.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
MySpace.
All the way on the
You're
MySpace.
showing your age.
Yup.
Tom teared up a little from the mention of that.
Oh, MySpace.
Oh, Tom. Oh, darn, I almost did it again. So what's interesting is, you're probably familiar with this, but in Mario games, when you get the superstar, the music's da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's really annoying in this game, but what's even funnier is in Mario Land, the first one, it's the can-can.
Ah.
You get a superstar and it goes da dun dun da 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 dun dun da 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 dun dun da 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 dun da 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 dun dun da 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 dun. I'm just like, wait a minute, where'd this come from?
Well, I guess because it's public domain.
Oh, classical music, yeah,
it's free,
public
they
domain.
Can use it.
But it's just weird that like they decided not to keep with the da 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 da. Hey, in the next episode, we're gonna continue and get the 5 remaining gold coins.
Dun dun dun. Toodles.